There we go. All right, so it looks like we're live tonight. Can the chat hear me? Everybody see me okay? Just hit me up and let me know if you guys can see me and hear me. Just want to make sure, don't want to waste breath on nothing. All right. What's going on, everybody? How's everything going? Usually I do my hauls on a Monday, but I was out of town. Had a little bit of training and a little vacation with the family, so got to do some shopping. Got to hit up some shops. But while I was away, and man, I was stressing the fuck out. Thank God I got a good neighbor. I had a CGC mid trip. CGC confirmed that one of my orders had shipped, and I didn't want this sitting outside, or being sent back to CGC. I always do it, United States Post Office with the insurance on it, and luckily I called my neighbor up, and my neighbor was able to sign it for me. Just want to thank everybody who's here hanging out with us today in the chat. I see we got Zach G, Lon Espinosa, Jeff G, Man from Beantown, just watching your video today. Good books, man. That Fing Fang Foom is an amazing book. I just pressed a 6.5 for a friend recently. It's really nice. J. Rod Ham, Big Lion Cat is in here too. What's going on, Big Lion Cat? Let me see. JIB, Gorilla Grodd, Comics for All People. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out here, watching me talk shit. Zach G, what's going on? Showing some books here. J Salsa 23, how's it going? Just appreciate that, really do. So let me just get back to the bottom of this feed so I can see what it is. Scott Horry, what's going on? All right, so I got two CGC orders back, and I'm still missing a book the CGC is in limbo looking for that they said they found. It's supposed to be shipped to me. But I did get to go about a month and a half ago, about 5 weeks ago. Me and Jeff Johnson went to Midtown Comics, and they had John Romita Jr. signing there. And I got 2 books signed, one for myself, one for Manny NYC. He'll show you that book when he puts up another video. But this is what I got back, and I'm very happy with the grade. I knew it wasn't perfect, but this book has gotten pricey. So we got right there. Trying to get the glare out. Amazing Spider-Man 238 came back at 9.0, and it's signed by John Romita Jr. right there in blue paint pen. So happy to get this. Nice addition to the collection. I'll be in the market for a 9 higher the grade 238 eventually, just to add to the collection. And I tell you what, that book's a mother to press because of the tattoos inside of it. It's a real pain in the ass. Yeah, that exactly, man. From Beaton, that book is just crawling up. Did get a CGC order back, like I was telling you guys, and got a couple of books. If you guys were on the New York Warriors auctions last night, you're able to see a couple of the books that I got back. I'll show you the rest of them and those there, because those books are going to go out tomorrow. But Conan the Barbarian, in a 6.5, really nice. Another book that has climbed up. I bought this about 3 years ago, and I'm happy with the results on this. Yeah, Scott, check it out, man. Look at 238. The prices on 238, they're real expensive. And if you get them signed by both Romita Sr. and Romita Jr., even better. Talking to Romita Jr., he told me the cover was supposed to be a different cover, but his father changed it up on him. So that was a real interesting tidbit to know. I didn't even know Romita Sr. had worked on that book. So to find that out, that was really, really cool. What else do I got here? A couple books I sold last night on the auctions, and I want to thank everybody for coming out to the New York Warriors auction. Sold this, Strange Tales, number 169. First appearance of Brother Voodoo. A lot of speculation on this book. If you watch Tivo from Lords of the Long Box, he's been specking on this book for about 3 years now. We were always talking about it, especially after you saw the first Doctor Strange movie, and Brother Voodoo's brother got taken out when he was protecting the Sanctum Sanctorum. So, Wobbles, what's going on? So 7.0. Not bad, not bad. Got a couple more of these. I'm probably going to press out. Okay, man from Beantown's asking, do the Ramita boys do con signings? Usually, John Romita Jr. will be at a con signing for like either a Marvel booth or a DC booth. I've seen him at DC booths, and those you can't get witness for signatures. Romita Sr. signs through like New York Comics, I believe it is. And they do an exclusive where they do him a couple of times. I believe my man Murph got some real nice stuff signed by Romita Sr. So that's the only way to do it. Oh, Senor, the Art Chemist, what's going on, my brother? Another book that's spiked, pretty much. And because of the big hype on all of the supernatural stuff, Ghost Rider #1. This is a 6.0. This was also sold on last night's New York Warriors auction. First appearance of Damien Hellstrom, who, son of Satan. So another nice spec book that people are picking up. I never picked it up because of that. I always picked it up because it's the first story arc for Ghost Rider. And picked this up a couple years back from Semper Fi Comics guy for a really good deal. And he was spot on. He told me this was a 6.0, and it's exactly what it came back. Mr. Gretzky, what's going on? Wobbles is asking, how much does it? Yeah, we'll just let's do this. Show this. How much is it to submit a Bronze Age book to CGC in the States? It's $100 per book for fast track and a light press here in Canada. Okay, so a Bronze Age book, depending on the value, can be about $23. If it's between $200 and $400, I believe it's like $23 if you have your membership up to and increasing depending on the book. That doesn't include your pressing and your shipping to and from. New York City Comics on IG. Yep. There you go. They have an array. They're the ones that also do the McFarlane signing twice a year also. So if you need something from McFarlane, they're the only ones that you can get McFarlane through right now. What's going on, Rags? How's everything, my man? Haven't seen you do a haul in a while, Rags. It's time for a haul. 3 Men in the Basement. What's going on? How's everything? And then this also sold yesterday. Batman 251. The iconic Neil Adams Joker cover. Really, really nice. So 6.5. Let's see what else we got here. How should we do this? Show that. All right, let's do this. Yep. Here's another one. And that's why I sold the one copy, because I got this one back. 8.5. It's a beauty. It is a real, real beauty. Yep. Ghost Rider 2. First Damien Hellstrom. First full Damien. What else do we get back? Yeah, I got 4 more books to show you from these. Yeah, we'll do that. This was the only one I was a little disappointed in. Thought it was a higher grade, but upon looking at it, they were probably right. 8.0, Iron Man Submariner. This predates Iron Man going into his own title. So just a nice, I mean, the whites on this are really, really clean. This book's from 1968, so I would consider it a high grader for sure. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I picked this up on a trade at New York Comic Con. There's a dealer that I purchased books from, kind of build a rapport, and he hooks me up, and we'll do trades and stuff like that. No, that Iron Man's not a flea market find. Matter of fact, I wish I was a flea market find. This was a stealth find though. I'm really happy with the grade on this one. Avengers #8, First Kang. This book's for sale. It's a 5.0. It's really clean. They hit it for some staining on the back, and you really can't see it. They were really tight on this book. It presents much better than a 5.0, in my opinion. But this is for sale. If anybody's interested, hit me up on IG, and we could talk a price. The next book, I won this in a raffle for $25 about 5 years ago. This is when they used to do the Google Raz raffles and stuff like that. That was my infancy of doing raffles. But I got lucky and I won this at 3.5. Came back at 3.5, and I'm very happy with this. First, Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. Detective Comics was 359. Origin and first appearance of Barbara Gordon. The issue with this had a lot. It's some sticky residue, and until I really perfected some techniques and stuff, this book was stuck to Mylar when I got it. It had already had the tape pulls on it, so I was afraid to take it out for the longest time. Then finally figured out a way of getting most of the residue off of it so that I could submit it and press it. But, it has its issues, as you can see. Still, it's a keeper for the collection. And the last book, I was happy with this grade. I thought I might have got a little bit of a gift on the grade on this one, but I'll readily accept it. And my Werewolf by Night, 32. First Moon Knight came back in a 6.5. So, real nice. Real happy with that. So, those are the CGC books I got back. I actually have a signature series that's already in grading. I mean, they're moving along pretty fast. Went to Garden State and was able to get some Thor books signed that are hoping to come back soon. And I also have a modern submission that's post-grading. It says grading, getting ready to grade. But also I had ordered this set online. I really liked the cover. Alex Garner did this. And that's a variant for Hulk 22. And then there's the Virgin for it. I just thought it was a cool cover. Cool Hulk cover. I liked it a lot. So I picked it up. Then got some books from my man Gills. He threw this in. That metallic, what's that, Red Death, right? Yeah, I'll tell you, Garner's another guy who's one of those artists that should get a lot more recognition than he gets right now. My man Gills also threw this in. I appreciate that. Isn't that first Catwoman in Batman continuity, I believe? It's something. I know that it's something. Then these are the two books I bought from him. Real nice book. Probably like a 9.2-ish. Hopefully with a press, I get this up to like a 9.4, 9.6. Web of Spider-Man, #118. First Scarlet Spider. Grading control for 2 weeks. It's a magazine, though, right, Scott? I'd like to see how that comes back, that grade, though. Keep everybody advised on that one. And then this is the one I really wanted. This is a nice high-grade copy. This is, short printed. It's Punisher 102. It's at the end of that run there. The iconic bullseye cover there. Just a super Wobbles, I don't. It depends on how much work you want done and how big a piece you want done. The way Lashley used to work, I don't know if he's changed his method. Is you approach him, you tell him what you have interested, size you want it, and how much you're willing to contribute, and then he'll put that much detail into the drawing based on how much you give. I like him. I know some people have had problems where he's a little slow with their commissions and stuff like that, but get to his line early because his line fills up quick. He fills up with commissions real fast. I think the last time I got him was 2 years ago, and I was doing a corner box sketch, and I had him do Mohawk Storm for me. I'm sorry, I lied. I had him do that the year before that, and then last year I got him to on my X-Men Jam to do Colossus because it's his favorite character. So, but hit him up on. He's on Facebook a lot. Check him out on Facebook. So then I was in. I hit a couple of ballparks this last week. So first, Peter Porker, hit me up on Instagram, and we could definitely talk about that. But yes, I can send them to be graded to CGC, but we'll discuss prices on Instagram. All right, just hit me up on a private message, just because I want to move. Now the fans first been right. Did they retcon Murph? So anyway, I stopped. I do baseball parks, so I stopped with the family. We stopped, and I got to go back to Wrigley Field, which I hadn't been there since I want to say 2019, about 12 years ago. So it was pre-new ownership, and they have done an amazing job there. And all right, Peter Porker, I'm going to put my email here. Just hit me up, send me an email, and we can talk about it. Yeah, no, that Spidey's a definite key. It's actually one of those books that people will sleep on. So, but anyway, got to go to Wrigley, got to see a Cubs game, had a blast, had some great food. It was a great town. Had a lot of fun. I stayed real close to the stadium, so it was really good. So I decided, my usual, I try and hit up shops wherever I can. Didn't get much chance to go hunting. Found one small store. Was able to get a copy of this just because I love the Del Auto cover. So picked that up. Picked up Absolute Carnage, the Archer variant. Soda Pop, what's going on? Picked up, and this is one of the better finds I found. Got this for a decent price. This is the one per store variant. So I took this. I heard this is a really good read too. You know what? I went to Graham Crackers. They're nice. I got to look in there. I bought nothing there because they know their book. So so when I go hunting and I go to shops, I'm looking to find that book that I could, either make better or, find that sweet book that I want. That's not my kind of store. They're a big franchise. They have their own, whatchamacallit. They have their own variants and everything like that. But it was a nice store. It was a really, really nice store. I went by the place where they have like all the art stuff. They have the bean and all of that stuff. They had a graham cracker right near there, so I stopped in there real quick. That was really cool. That whole park area there. If you guys ever get a chance, go to Chicago. Real nice town. Go by the Navy Piers. That's really nice at night. Go for a walk there. They do fireworks, and you just get drinks and eat and everything like that. Very cool. Very, very cool. Chi-Town was a nice town. Yeah, that's my kind of stores exactly, Big Lion. Yeah, Murph says the blank red Carnage would be sweet for a sketch. I saw two of them. They both wanted $80 a piece for them. So I wasn't willing to pay that. Now, did you guys know? Let me know if you guys know. With that Absolute Carnage back page, Bagley on 20 copies drew Carnage sketches on them. Surprised nobody really even knew about it. I've seen on Instagram 3 people have discovered Carnage sketches on them, and they're numbered to 20. So check your LCSs, go to the back pages on those books, and see. You know what, Murph? I went to a preseason game at Soldier Field this week too, and that was a good time. Other than when I got to my seats, they were already thrown up on by the fan that didn't even make it through pregame, man. He didn't even get through the tailgate. So unfortunately, it wasn't sold out. I slid down a little further around with the family and just caught a Bears game. Got to walk around that historic stadium. It was really, really cool. It was real cool. Yeah, I checked mine too. I'm probably going to look at a couple shops, and if they have any on the rack, I'll take a look at them, you know. And the last book I found at that shop was this, Tomb of Dracula, number 13. And everybody pretty much knows about this book. The significance for this book, it's the origin of Blade. So, you know what? First Blade, hot book. Origin of Blade, should be a hot book. The other one you can't find in all of these shops now is Tomb of Dracula 45. You know, everybody's picking that book clean. Then hit another shop, and they had some variants there, so I just went on a variant trip, just buying to buy. I believe this is a Jenny Frison. This is a House of X number 2. Like that storm, like that drawing. Love the Phil Noto. I just love this. That's just a great cover. And then pick this up just because it's like that Young Guns run on the Carnage. So I'll take that. Scott Horry's talking about that. I tell you what, for anybody who has not read this, read Tomb of Dracula. It's not just a book just to collect. It's a great, great read, man. A lot of good stuff on there. A must read, I say. A must read. Then went to see a Milwaukee Brewers game. Stopped in Milwaukee real quick. Really didn't find too much over there. Did a little hunting, but there wasn't much. Wasn't much at all. I was only there for 2 days, you know, so wasn't much that I wanted to see there. Big line. How'd the signing go? So Rags is talking about CGC. Oh, doing on-site CGCs, and here's some for everybody. CGC doing on-site grading at Keystone Con in a couple of weeks. Wow, that's Philly, right? I didn't know they were doing on-site grading there. Holy shit. Interesting. Yeah, Brewers Park was really, really cool. I like that park. I had been there before also, so it was a good time. Caught a really good game. Brewers came back and won it in the bottom of the ninth after they gave up the lead. So it was a lot of fun. Good game. Unfortunately, Yelich didn't play that game, but that's all right. And then the final leg of my trip, I stopped in Minnesota, and I hadn't been there before, so that was pretty cool. Got to go to the new stadium, go see a Twins game. Unfortunately, the Vikings were not playing that weekend, so I did the tour of the Viking Stadium. It was really nice. I really enjoyed it a lot, but not as good as that Cowboy Stadium. That thing was spectacular. Yeah, I'm expecting that big line that you're gonna have to be there early for the grading to get them done. Yeah, Twins are real good this year, man. I went to a great game. They tied it up in the ninth, and guy got thrown out at the plate to end the ninth inning. I had one more batter, and then they ended the ninth inning, and then they wound up losing 7-3. But it was just exciting. Dude, they had the 2-foot long hot dog. My son bought one of those things in an attempt to try and finish it. It was a blast. We had fun. So I did hit a half price bookstore while I was out there, and I found Beauty #1, Huck #1, which was optioned, mid-grade copy, and I just picked this up if it's the right price every time. First Mr. Sinister, book that I love. It's the So Much Fun variant, second print for X-Men 221. Yeah, socks are terrible. Socks are terrible. Yeah, I saw that, Sean. Jay Salsa. I apologize on that, but I was live on the auction, so I wasn't really getting into my feed, and the offer came up. But I'm always on the hunt. I'll keep you in mind on that book if you're interested. The 8.5 is not going to be for sale right now. Hey, the Big Line Cat. You know what? You're laughing and everything. I'll even highlight that. But your Mets actually are impressing people right now. They're playing pretty good. They're playing pretty good. And then the last two books I picked up there, Civil War 2, Uncanny Inhumans #11, that Karnak. And then Big Lion, check this one out. This was sitting there. I got this for a pretty nice price. It could use some work, and I could definitely improve this book. It's X-Men #46. So half-price books, not bad. I was happy to get that. Then it was fucking my stupidity. I was doing searches on maps. You type in comic shop and it'll give you a list of comic shops. And I was reading the Yelp reviews, but I didn't realize that I hit a store, and the store had a review 4 months ago. I didn't call ahead of time, and when I got there, the store was out of existence. It was defunct. So it really sucked. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what an idiot I am. But it all worked out for the best, because then when I did a search while I was there, I was going to just head over to Mall of the Americas. That thing is massive, bro. Massive. Had a good time there. When I did another search, I came up with a store. And I'm going to give you guys the name of this. It's called College of Comics. If you ever get a chance, stop in that store. It was fucking amazing. This store is the way a store is supposed to be set up. It was just huge inventory, rows and rows and rows high, and then they had all of their graphic novels towards the back, some higher end books, war books all over the place. Was talking to the owner a little bit. Business had been around for like 40 years. It was downtown, and then it moved to another location. He didn't own it for the 40 years, but it was cool. All right, Jay Salsa. Yeah, just have reached out to me on Instagram, and we'll talk about prices and everything like that. That mall was legit, bro. That thing was gigantic. But I got to dig, and usually what I do is I don't want to inconvenience the family, but I'll tell them to give me an hour, and they'll either go eat, they sit in the car, whatever. My oldest son usually comes inside with me, and he likes to dig and look around. So I've been looking around, and I found a couple spec books. Found Fantastic Four #244. First time Frankie Ray becomes Nova. Speculation she might be somewhere along in the FF move story arc and stuff like that. So this has been a hot book for a while. A bunch of people have talked about it for a while. TiVo's talked about it. Found this over there. I got this for $8, so I'll take this. Thor: God of Thunder #2. Nice find. Eternals #1. This is the third volume. This is a 1 in 25 variant, I believe it is. A 1 in 50 variant. I apologize. 1 in 50 variant. So I got a good price on that. And these are my last two books for tonight, but I've been the fun variant is a mid-grader, bud. It's a mid-grader. When I looked at it, It, I gotta really take a close look, but it might be a 9-ish, in that range right there after pressing clean. So 2 books that I was interested in. So I did my bundle, walked up, started talking to the guy, asked me to give me a better deal, and he did. He was super cool about it. Super cool. I'm very happy. I picked this up from him, Nova #1, VF to near mint minus copy. Has, a little color rub on the top there, but other than that, this book is really clean. Corners are clean. It's got a few little ticks. Definitely needs a little loving. Oh, so I'm sorry to cut you guys off. Comic book people ask, "One and Ultimate Fallout 4 in a poly bag. Should I take it out or leave it in? Well, what do you plan on doing with it? If you're going to get it graded, you have to take it out. It has to come out of the bag. CGC will not grade it in poly bag. Just be aware, take a look at that book. Back of that book, because it's in that poly, that line on the back where the seam is at, so it leaves an indentation on a lot of books. And that's a mother to get out. It's a tough book to press. Tough book to press. But it does come out. I've had some success with it, but it takes a lot of work. But congratulations on that win, because that's just a great book. Boondocks 90, what's going on? Appreciate you coming on. I'm almost done, my brother, but I appreciate you coming on. Juno Flake. It's on your wish list. Congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, I love that. I love that book, and I've been specking on that book a little hard, a little too hard. But Comics for All People, yeah. I can't guarantee you that it would press out. I would have to look at the book. It might not even have that crease on it. You would have to look at it first and make that decision. But here's the last book I picked up there. This was my big purchase. I'm thinking about a 4.5, hoping for a 4.5 on this. I got a really good deal on it, but Fantastic Four #49. I'll show you that. The spine is its staples are intact. Went through the whole book, but it does have its issues. It does have its cover issues, as you can see. But just a super nice book to get. I was really happy to pick this book. Really happy. So yeah, that's my haul. Now it's back to work, back to finishing up, pressing a couple of YouTube guys orders. So I'm working on orders right now, getting everything out to anybody. If anybody's interested, hit me up. Just understand, get if you want some stuff done, hit me up soon, because New York Comic Con is coming up and Baltimore Comic Con is coming up, and I get real busy, and then I don't know if I'll be able to get to your books. Hit me up as soon as you can if you have books that you're interested for those cons. But yeah, that's about it. I appreciate you guys coming out and spending some time watching me talk shit. And I'll put out another video soon. I'm going to probably start doing some Is It Slab worthy stuff. Yes, big line. We will see each other at Baltimore. I will definitely be there. I'm going there Friday and Saturday, hopefully. So as long as everything is good and health is good and everything else, I'll be there. But till my next haul, peace. And I'll talk to you guys soon.